Hello and welcome to a new video. In this video I'm going to be playing what you can see over there. Slap Fight, every version of Slap Fight available. Arcade, Commodore 64, Spectrum, Mega Drive and a few other versions, and I'll be giving them scores and I'll do a summary at the end of the video. So I hope you enjoy the video, and let's start right away with the arcade version, which is this one here. Enjoy the video. Okay, so let's start with the arcade version of the game. Slap Fight, also called Alcon in America. So, there is a hidden cheat in the game. If you don't know about it, then you're not going to find it, but here is the cheat. I'm going to press start and I'm going to do absolutely nothing and watch what happens. Now, as far as I'm aware, this cheat is only in the arcade and the Mega Drive version of the game, because both games were created by Toaplan, whereas the computer versions were different companies such as Probe and Imagine Software. But we'll see if any of the computers have that cheat hidden in, because I will give it a try. So now I'm going to see how far I can get on one credit, because you can't continue. That is what I would say is one of my biggest bugbears of this game, is that you can't continue. So you can't actually get, you know, to the end of the game on, like, say maybe 4 credits or 5 credits. You know, it would be more money for Taito to allow continues, but it was Toaplan that created the game, so they must have decided we're not putting continues in it. However, Toaplan made the Mega Drive version of the game, and you can continue in it, so you can actually loop the game, which I've done a few times on maybe a couple of continues. But I think I've only managed to loop the arcade version once, and I think I just got extremely lucky when I did. Now, you'll notice that my ship has all its wings. What you want to do is you actually want to lose at least 1 or 2 of these wings before a part of the game coming up, because if you have all these wings, you're going to struggle to actually get past that part of the game. I'll show you when it is. I need to get rid of the shield first. Right, so I got rid of the shield, so I need to lose a couple of wings. Let a wing get hit by a bullet. There we go. So that should be enough, because there's a mid-level boss that takes up most of this, well, not all of the screen, most of the screen, but you go around them, and if you had all your wings, it's physically impossible for you to go around them safely without getting killed. So here it is here. So how I start is I always draw his bullets in, and then I start to go around them. I've lost my other wing, but it doesn't matter. I'm safely around it, and I can continue on my mission. And those things only appear if you have homing missiles, by the way. Any other weapon, they don't appear. But if you pick perhaps the laser, if you see any little plant seedlings, then you can actually make them grow using the laser. But I'm just going to see how far I can get on 1 credit. Usually if you die in certain parts of the game, like this part or the part after this part, then you're going to struggle quite a bit for the rest of the game, because it does get really difficult with quite a lot of bullets on the screen. These little buggers, these guys fire out 8 bullets at a time. So you've really got to try and get rid of as many of them as you can, because once the screen starts filling up with bullets, that's when you're in trouble, especially if you don't have a shield. Like that! Damn it! Oh. So now I'm going to struggle. But it has put me further on in the game. There's a lot of seedlings that you can destroy you can grow with a laser. But I am now definitely going to struggle to get anywhere in the game because I've died there, because it starts to get really hard here. A lot of bullets, a lot of enemies. Ah! If I took my wing there, then, you know, that would have got hit instead. I might have to play it again just to try and get a bit further on in the game. Usually I can get to like area 49 or so. Ah, not doing good. Not doing good at all. That has put me forward a little bit. To the bit that's really hard with no decent weapons. And I forgot to take my speed. Get rid of that guy. Take my speed up. Get rid of that guy. Oh, I need to get rid of all these. Oh! I thought I might have got past that there. Enough, speed up. Somebody give me a star. Yikes. No. Whoa. Surprised I got through that bit. I didn't think I would. Just going to take my wing. All these things need to hit twice. Oh, I need my homing missile so much. Oh. Okay, well I'll give it another go. That was area 39. So I say, if you die once, you know you're going to find it hard. And we're going U and a B. B. There we go. I'll give it one more go. And then we'll move on to the first of the computer versions. Boom. The only problem with those little things coming up is they do distract your homing missiles. So if you've got enemies on the screen and those things pop up, your homing missiles are going to go to those things first. Now I should have took a speed there. Okay. Your homing missiles get attracted to those things that pop up first, and all they do is give you extra points. Speed please, thank you. So when it comes to the computer versions, there's actually a couple I've got lined up that I've never played before. Specifically the Amstrad version and the Thomson MO5 version. Now I struggled to get it to load when I tested it earlier on. I didn't actually play the game, I just made sure I could get it to load. It does take a bit of time to load, but I'll do that post recording. As I'm recording this YouTube stream, this YouTube video in segments, just to make it easier for me to edit. See, there you go, see, it's getting attracted to those instead of the enemies. Hopefully I can get a bit further this time. If you're wondering what I'm using as a controller, I'm using my Xbox 360 controller. It's my controller of choice for when I'm playing games on my PC, because it's an afterglow, and I've had it for a good few years and it's never let me down. And it comes with a nice green glow when your vibration things work. Obviously vibration don't do anything in this game. I'm not taking my other wing because I'll just lose it with this guy coming up, so there's no point in me adding it on. I'm just going to go around for my next shield. So we'll just wait for this guy to appear. Light work at him. Some more bonus points there. And I will just take my shield. Get ready to get this guy at the bottom here that appears on my side. Got him. And I can get my other wing back now as well. Do 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 do. So here we go. This bit again. This bit's probably one of the hardest parts if you actually let them fire all the bullets at once. And there's a lot of them on the screen. Do do do. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh phew. That might have been toast there. Oh no, what hit me there? Oh. Well, it's put me forward, but I'm going to struggle again. This is where I had the problem last time as well. We need crazy fast speed and also a decent weapon. Yikes, how did I manage that? Oh, I was getting cocky there. Okay, it's put me forward. So I died at the same place I died last time. Hooray! Ah, I'm doing so bad! Not pleased with my performance at all. Oh, I thought it was on side. Oh well. Another wing. Oh, I've changed my weapon. I thought it was on wing. Oh man, I suck. Oh no, I'm so dead. But no speed. Like I said, I'm so dead. Okay, well that's going to do it for the arcade version of the game. Now we will move on to the Amstrad CPC version. Okay, so I'm ready to boot up the Amstrad version of Slap Fight, so here we go. It should auto run. I'd like to thank Alcon for his help with the Amstrad emulator. I had a lot of problems getting it to work, but he helped me out, and I've also got the new version called Alcon 2020 to try. So this was released on the Imagine label by Probe for the Amstrad. And well, let's just see how good it is. Here we go. Wow. Okay, you can't fire fast enough for a start. You have to use spacebar to change weapons, which is going to really annoy me. The ship looks terrible, the graphics are... I would say the graphics are worse than a Commodore 64. The scroll's okay. not impressed that you can't fire any faster than that. I see, I only wanted one there. Oh, so the sidebars flash when you're using your shield. I actually wanted to get home myself, but there was 2 stars together. I need to keep my eyes open for when the home myself up there. I need another 1, 2, 3 stars. So my shields ran out, even though I wasn't hit by anything, my shields actually ran out, which is unusual. So I need 2 stars for homing missile. There's one, need one more. Right, so I've got homing missiles now. Let's see. I mean, it's not the worst version I've played. I would say the worst version of this game was the Commodore 64, but that's me only comparing it to the arcade and the ZX Spectrum version. I've got the Thomson version to play still, which I'll play after this. We'll see what that's like. That's after I've played the remake Alcon 2020. I'm doing surprisingly well considering I've never played this version before. Graphics wise I'm not impressed. It does look very lackluster. There's no actual defining detail. The ships are all the same looking. Your own ship looks, I think it looks bloody awful compared to the arcade version. I've actually died. So back to the bog standard weapon again. I didn't even see a bullet there. Sometimes it's hard to see their bullets. I mean, they're white flashing things, but I did not see that bullet that hit me. Because they tend to flicker. Right, I need a speed. Speed! Oh, I hate having to use spacebar. I even hated it back in the days of the old computers. Now, I've read the Alcon 2020 allows you to use a second fire button to select your weapon. Now that sounds interesting. But will it play better than this? So I'm going to give this a rating. And I'm going to give this, okay, so I'm guessing I've been put forward, 4 out of 10 for this. The fact that you can't choose between music and sound effects is disappointing. So the only music you get is on the main screen. The graphics are garish at best. It's not very polished, it's kind of quickly made. I'm not impressed with this port. This is the Amstrad port. And Steve is not impressed with this one at all. The fact that you can't rapid fire by pressing the button countless times. Right, where's the enemies? Oh, there's one. Which should be cool. Oh, there's another one. Right, so that was the Amstrad version. I'm just going to swap it over now to the version that plays cartridges. So I need to change it to, is it a 4+4? 464? Give this a reset. Nope, not that one. Which one is it now? This one? Nope. Ah! Which one is it that... Try that one. I'll just load cartridge. Oops. Games. There we go. So this is Alcon 2020. Ah, the Toaplan logo. Unspeakable evil was born in a distant galaxy when the wicked brain Gaudi came into being. Gaudi created a brutal force and embarked to enslave the universe, bringing back terror and chaos. The year is 2020. 2021. Aliens have overrun the planet. Humans are under an occupation terror. They're ready to do battle. Allied League of Cosmic Nations, known as Alcon, has convened to combat this menace to the world. A sole experienced pilot flying the SW-464-475 Space Wings must save us against certain invasion. That's what they did there, because it's the Amstrad version. In a future world on the brink of destruction, only you have the power to save the planet. Good luck! Thanks. So, Alcon 2020, how does it match up to its Amstrad predecessor? Already looks better. Okay, here we go. Wow, look at that. That looks exactly like the arcade. Does it have the hidden cheat? Let's see if it has the hidden cheat. No, it doesn't. So now I've got one life left. Yay, one life less even. And I can use my second fire button to change weapons. Now that is good. The music is good. There's no sound effects though, but I'm guessing whoever created this decided let's give it just music and no option to choose between music and sound effects. Perhaps there is, and I just don't know, because you know I just downloaded it. Didn't bother to look. Wow, there's a lot of bullets on the screen. This is harder than the arcade version. Yikes! But it is a really good version. This is 10 times better than the code version that was released back in whatever day it was, 1987 or 88, I don't know. So the only sound effect is when your ship gets blown up. Unless I could maybe press M or S, I don't know, on the start screen to change between music and sound effects. I have no idea. We'll give it a try. Ooh! What did I pick there? Oh, I picked speed. Okay, so I'll pick my side. Yeah, I am definitely impressed with this version of that fight. Wow, but it's very, very hard. Right, so you can continue, but I won't continue. I'm going to see if I can actually change. Let's see if you can change the music and sound effects just by pressing A and S on the keyboard. No. Nothing there. I'm guessing you can't. Okay, we'll give it one more game. When it first came on, I actually thought it was corrupted, but it's the way it sweeps into the game. Very nice. I could actually see me playing this off stream. An Amstrad game. And I'm not making YouTube videos. Like I said before, I have to thank Alcon for helping me get my Amstrad emulation sorted out, because I did find it a bit tricky because I've never used it before. If you don't know who Alcon is, I'll pop a link down below. He is a great YouTuber and Twitch streamer as well, and he is a massive Amstrad fan. We all have our faults. Only kidding now. If you're watching it, Al, only kidding. If you're not watching it, Al, I'm not kidding, I'm serious. Well, this version is good, but it's so difficult. this version at all. It's so hard. If you die, then you really struggle. Unfortunately, there is no options. You can't change the difficulty, you can't change, you can't turn the music on or off. I'm guessing it's making it more like the arcade version with no options. No idea what that weapon is. I think the next one is my home whistle. Oh no, it's not, it's lasers. Ah, I'm dead anyway. Well, that version is really good. That is a fan-made port of Slap Fight for the Amstrad. And up next is the Thompson M09 version. Okay, so we're now playing the Thompson M05 or M09 version of the game. Press 1. Everything's in French. So I think I just pressed that until... Now how did I get past it again? Oh, there we go. So everything is French. I don't really know much about the Thompson computers at all. I'm guessing they were all French made because this game's in French. But that's an interesting. That's pretty good looking actually. Written by DC Bowler in 1987. So the game's just loading now. Okay, so this one was released by Imagine Software as well. Right, and there we go. Okay. I've no idea what kind of capabilities this computer had. I know I need to press space. I did give this one a test. I think this was another 8-bit computer. I don't know much about it at all. I just know that when I researched Slap Fight, I found this version. I went, oh, I've never heard of that version before. I'll have to put that in my YouTube video. So here it is. Graphic wise, it's not bad. Your ship looks a hell of a lot better than the Amstrad version, which wouldn't be difficult. I have no idea what weapon that is now. It's all in French. It says trail. I've got a funny feeling that's my sides, I'm not sure. And I think Fuzi is homing missiles, but I've just died. I've got no speed. The problem I have is trying to hit my space bar and keep my eye open for bullets as well. The bullets are quite hard to see in this version as well, when they're on a black background, because the bullets are actually like a black with like a black star really, and the stars are also black and they flash at you like that. So I need another 2 stars for my Fuzi, which I'm going to guess is homing missiles. There we go. I think trail is a wing. So I'll see how we get on now. Try and get a trail, which I think is wing. I hope it's wing anyway. Because I can't read French. I can speak a little bit of French, but I can't read French at all. I'm getting no more stars. Oh, there's one. So there's no music in this version, as you can hear. Just very minimal sound effects. But like I say, I have no idea what the capabilities of this Thompson computer were. So that's actually not bad. That's pretty cool. This port is so much better than the Amstrad port of the game. Oh, I can't go around it, and I just blew it up as well. Damn it! I'm gonna have to beat it again, or has it sent me forward? Not a big fan of the blue and white colours though. Kind of like the Spectrum with colour clash. Okay, so it sent me forward, so I don't have to defeat that boss again. Yeah, I'm not really liking the blue. I actually find it harder to see the ships on the blue background than what they were on before. But yeah, this would give, if I was to compare this to the Amstrad version, if I had to pick between the two, I would pick this one. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 because this is actually quite a good port on an unusual computer that I've never heard of before. Oh, this bit looks tricky, and at least they've got a decent amount of baddies in this bit. Oh, I thought it was game over. Still got more lives left, amazingly. So if anybody knows anything about the Thomson computer down there, please say so in the comments below, and you can maybe tell me a little bit about it. I mean, I know I could read about it on Wikipedia, but you know, Wikipedia, you can just read anything. Ah, damn it. Wow, still got lives left. Oh, I think that's my lives on the right hand side. Engines. Find out now, I just lost another one. Yep, that's my lives there. So I've got one life left. Definitely impressed with this version on this computer I've never heard of. The Thomson MO5. Oh, I flew into that one. Oh, I thought I'd had my last life, but no, this is it now. Okay, let's see if I can get any further. I'm actually doing better on this than I did on the Amstrad version, I think. Some more speed. So up next is the Atari ST version of the game. And I do believe that was my last life. Jeu fini, that means game over, I think, in French. So that was the Thomson MO5 or MO9 version of the game, and yes, I was impressed with that one. And up next is the Atari ST version, which I also have never played. So here we go. Okay, so up next is the Atari ST version of the game, released by Imagine, and you get to choose between music or sound effects in this game. And this one was released, created by Abersoft, but released by Imagine Software. So we'll go music, I think. Music or effects. We'll go with music, and we shall start. It's not bad, it's a bit wide for a vertical shooter. The music's good. Enemies seem to be a bit slow, and you can see the bullets okay. Oh, I just died. As soon as I say you see the bullets okay, I go and die, don't I? Yeah, I think they've stretched it out a little bit too much. And it is kind of slow. It should be faster. Graphically it's nice though, but everything just seems to be just a tad too slow. Oh, I died again. For something that's so slow, I seem to be dying quite a lot. I haven't tried my second button to see if that worked. Silly me. So change this to snore fight. No, second button doesn't work. Haha! I didn't die. Okay, so when this game's over, I'm going to try it again with sound effects to see what the sound effects are like. And then after this version, we will be moving on to the Commodore 64 version of the game. Early thoughts on this version: looks good, sounds good, too stretched out, and everything moves way too slowly. And look, every time you die, you're right back at the beginning again. So you have to wait an age just for them to come out again. My main criticism of this version is that it's stretched a little bit too much and it plays too slowly. As in, it's scrolling too slowly and your enemies are moving a little bit too slowly. Look like they're on tar or stuck in quicksand. And then the other thing is sometimes the bullets for ships that are going so slowly, the bullets are being fired way too fast. No! I died choosing my weapon there. Oh, bugger. So will I get put back all the way back to the beginning again? Yes! Oh, that's a big minus. I don't like that. So I think out of 10, I think I will give this version of the game 5.5. It is better than the Amstrad version graphically and music, but the Amstrad doesn't have any music. Playability wise, it's too slow, it's too stretched out, and when you die you go right back to the beginning of the game. I don't know if that applies later on in the game because I haven't got far enough. Right, so that should be that game over. I'm going to play it with sound effects now. So let's try it with sound effects. Oh, bombs. Pressed the wrong button, didn't I? Take a while because I wanted to play with sound effects and I pressed S instead of F and it just started the game. If I knew how to reset an Atari ST emulator, I would just do that and reload it, but I don't, so I'm just going to wait patiently. I can tell you a little bit about the arcade game while we wait. It was released by Taito in 1986. It didn't receive much critical acclaim. It was also never given its own actual custom cab. It was mostly used as conversion kits for generic Taito machines. And also when it was released in North America, they changed the name of it from Slap Fight, which I still don't understand today why it's called Slap Fight, to Alcon. Now I can understand why they called it Alcon. That was the abbreviation of the people that went out to save the world, Associated League of Congeniality Nuns or something, I can't remember. But I don't know why they didn't just call it Alcon when it was released in Japan and Europe. What's the reason for the name Slap Fight? I don't know. Right, let's play it with FX this time. And here we go. Let's see how it plays with effects. Well, it's going to play the same, it's just you're going to have sound effects instead of music. It's still slow. I've seen snails go faster. over to this side. Let's see if I can actually get somewhere in the game. So yeah, I can't remember what I said already. I think 5.5 out of 10 did I give this? Oh, bugger. See, that's where you die. Hitting spacebar to change weapons is when you die, because I was adding my side, hit the spacebar, couldn't move my ship and died. Maybe I should use my other one. I've got two hands, haven't I? Oh, it's so slow. There was no Amiga port of this game, which is unusual considering there was an Atari ST port. Surely the Amiga would have been able to handle it. There was no handheld ports of this game. The only console port that I'm aware of this game is the Mega Drive, and it is a fantastic port. That's going to be what I'm playing last. So up next is I think the C64 version is next, then the ZX Spectrum version, and finishing off with the Mega Drive version. Then I'll give my summary reviews, and that'll be another video in the bag. If you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, and especially hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get 100 subs so I can get a custom URL for my channel instead of all these crazy letters and numbers that I'm currently on. Whoa! Well, so far I cannot get anywhere in this version of the game. I'm stuck at the very start here. Usually because when I choose a new weapon, I get killed. Because you have to hit space. Oh, bloody hell! Yeah, this version is. I'm actually starting to think this version is worse than Namstrad, but possibly not. Come on. Yeah, I used to play this in the arcades a lot when it first got released. I used to really enjoy it. I was quite good at the game, I thought. And there was always this one guy who said, give me your last life or I'll beat you up outside. So I'll give him my last life, and he would be shit at the game, worse than I was. I was like, well, what a waste of a life that is. But at least I didn't get beat up. Bullies got everywhere back in the 80s. But yeah, I did spend a lot of my childhood and youth and teenage years in the arcades. Is this going to put me all the way back to the beginning? It is. Okay, well that's going to do it for the Atari ST version of the game. Up next is the Commodore 64 version. Okay, so I've got the Spectrum version loaded and ready to go. Now, I remember playing this a lot back in the days, and the Spectrum's graphics for this were nice and crisp, but everything was monochrome. Also, emulating it, it plays a little bit too fast. Now, I can't remember if this is how it played on the Spectrum, if this is how fast it was, but graphically it is good. It's just a little bit too fast, and once again you have to hit spacebar to change your weapon, which I'm going to try and do now, and I've got my homing missiles. Now this is playing on an emulated Spectrum 48K. If you play it on an emulated 128K, or on a real one too, it plays even faster. But it still looks good. It definitely plays better than the Amstrad. It looks and plays better than the Amstrad, which is obvious. It plays better than the Atari ST version as well. So far the home computer version, this one is still my favourite. The Thomson version is okay, but a little bit lacking, and I just died. Unfortunately, look, he goes right back to the start again. Oh no, I haven't. What am I saying? Oh. But like all other versions, when you die, if you had a decent weapon and you go back to nothing, you're in trouble, and I didn't see that bullet. Biggest problem in this game is sometimes you really cannot see the bullets because they're not as visible as they should be. Like that one that I didn't see. But it still looks and plays better than the Amstrad version. I don't know why they decided to go with a monochrome. They could have put colours in the game. Spectrum games play well with colours in them. You get the odd colour clash, but it still looks good. We will give it another play. And I haven't yet tested this one to see if it has the arcade cheat, but I remember back in the days it did not have it. See, with only one speed, my ship's actually moving way too fast. You also get more stars in this version than any other version, including the arcade version. They were very gracious with the amount of stars you were given, which means you could power up quite easily, but you still die quite easily because it's still quite a difficult game, and it's also made difficult by the fact that you really can't see the bullets very well. I would rather have a bullet with a big sign next to it saying, "This is a bullet coming towards you." Oh. Ah. I did well there. See, I can't see some of those bullets again. So I think for my score for this one, I'm going to give this one 7 out of 10. Which I think I gave 7 out of 10 for, oh, what version was it? The Thomson version? No, 7 out of 10 I gave for Alcon 2020. So this is on par with that, the Amstrad Alcon 2020 for me. Graphically it looks good, apart from being in monochrome. Sometimes you can't see the bullets, but it does play well. It's nice and fast, it's smooth. And it's typical of a Spectrum game that's been well programmed. The graphics look good. They've used all the pixels they could. And remember, this is playing on a 48K ZX Spectrum. So I think I'll have one more game because I did die quite early there. Just wait for it to come back up. One more game. Yeah, don't sing this song, Steve. Oh, that was close. If I can just keep this weapon and not get hit by an invisible bullet, I'd be quite happy. Probably cheats for that. I've already got a side. What am I doing? There's probably cheats for this game that you can program in for invincibility. So after this version, we're going to, in my eyes, the worst version of the game, and that is the Commodore 64 version. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Wow. Apologies to anybody that has epilepsy there. I didn't know that would happen when you picked the shield. I was doing so well, I died at the same place again. I don't think there's anything after this part of the game, which is why I keep dying. You just die and invisible bullets hit you. See, I couldn't even see his bullets there at all. That looks like a really bad pair of corduroys, that part. Okay, so it's put me forward, which is always good. Oh, died again. Okay, well I think that'll do it for the ZX Spectrum version of the game. The next version we're going to look at is the Commodore 64 version. Okay, so now we're going to the Commodore 64 version of the game, which has music by Martin Galway, which is probably the only good thing about the game in my eyes. I don't know how you can change it from music and effects. Music only, effects only. Right, so I'm going to go with music and effects first. So the program was done by John Megan, graphics by Stephen, I think that's Wahid, I'm not sure about the font, and sound by Martin Galway, who is an awesome guy. So does it have the arcade built-in cheat? Wow, there's two there. There should only be one at the start. And no built-in cheat. So straight away I'm going to say that this is probably the ugliest of the conversions. Your ship looks blocky. Everything around you looks blocky. Your control feels kind of clunky. The bullets, you can definitely see the bullets. But the enemy ships are very, very poorly drawn. Everything's grey. It just doesn't look pretty. Martin Galway's beautiful music cuts out when you're firing, so you don't really hear it as you should. But yeah, this is definitely, in my opinion, this is the worst looking version. And the bullets fly across a little bit too fast sometimes as well. The fact that you have to hit space bar. Ah! I hate having to hit space bar. Right, let's change it to music only, so we've got no sound effects. How do I get off of that? Seems to be stuck on that. Hello, game. Maybe the tune has to end first, I don't know. Huh. Right, so put it on music only. Well, Martin Galway did amazing music for the Commodore 64. This is probably one of his purest ones because it's, you know, it's the same as the arcade version, but he still put a lot of effort into it. Some of his original tunes that he did, like, in fact, the best part of this game is the loading music, also done by Martin Galway. That was the best part of owning computers like this. Just why did I pause between saying computers? I don't know. But that was the best part of owning computers like this, was some of the games had fantastic loading music. Sorry, I can't speak today. loading music, and then you would get the game loaded. The game would be terrible. Like quite a lot of Commodore 64 games were terrible. There's plenty of decent games out there, but there's quite a lot of bad ones. This is going to go in my list of bad ports. It still looks, sounds and plays better than the Amstrad version, so I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. The fact that you get the option to just listen to Martin Galway's music instead of have the terrible sound effects on is a plus, because everything Martin Galway touched musically pretty much turned to gold. I was lucky enough to meet him back in 2003 at Back in Time Live in Brighton. Really nice man, and he lives in, I do believe he lives in Texas these days, and works for Microsoft. Oh, I died. So I've only got one more version left to play, and that is the excellent Mega Drive port. Let's just grab a wing. Oh no! And why is the Mega Drive port the best version? Because it was made by Toaplan, who made the arcade version. They also made a special edition version, which is exclusive to the Mega Drive. Well, there was no other version of Slapfight on consoles. That'll be why. And the Mega Drive version has the cheat, the built-in cheat that the arcade version has, and it's also got speech and an arranged music choice. But anyway, I'll talk more about that when I actually play it. I have to finish playing this awful version first. So this is going to get a 5 out of 10 because it still plays better than the Amstrad. And it looks better than the Amstrad, even though it's all green and brown. Sometimes the bullets are moving a little bit too fast though. See if I can get home with myself before this mid-level boss. Oh, I've got nobody here to shoot, so I'm going straight onto the mid-level boss, I think. It's probably going to kill me instantly. Oh, he only fires out 3 bullets. Oh, I can avoid that, no bother. Bye bye then, see you later. He didn't want to stay. His dinner was ready. This one definitely plays better than the Amstrad version. It plays slightly better than the Thompson, but I'm still only going to give it 5 out of 10 just for looking so ugly. It is not a pretty looking game. Okay, that was the Commodore 64 version of the game. Up next, the Mega Drive version. Right, here we go then on to the last port, and this is the Mega Drive port. Made by Toaplan, and I think it was even released by Toaplan as well. No, licensed to Tengen. So you've got options. Your game type can be normal or special. I will do the special, but I'll show the normal version first. I'll leave it on difficulty normal, rapid on, and I'll go rapid shoot, weapon select and shoot in. Music, original, sound. Now you can turn the voice off or on. You've got 2 different voice modes. I'm going to turn it off. So we're going to play the original arcade port first, and then we'll play the special arranged version, which is totally different to the actual arcade game itself. So here we go. This is without a doubt my favourite port. It just looks exactly the same as the arcade version. It plays at the same speed. The fact that you can have speech and you can change the music type to arranged. It's just got so many awesome features, and I'm better at this version than I am at the arcade game, even though it plays exactly the same. Your side shot's a bit noisy though. What? Oh well. Let's see how we get on. Starting from scratch. I'm disappointed there because I usually, you know, I'm actually really good at this version. You wouldn't think it after that. It's not like I'm jumping to a spacebar or anything. I just wasn't paying attention. So what I'll do after I lose here is I will put the music to arranged and I will put the speech on. I will play it that way, and then I will play the special version of the game, which is like a completely different game entirely actually. The music change cues are at the right time as well. All the extra little flip boxes are in the same place as they were in the arcade. It'd be weird if they weren't, considering that Toaplan made the arcade game for Taito and made this version for Tengen. Tengen, by the way, owned by Atari. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Or were owned by Atari. I don't think Tengen or Atari exist anymore. So if they do, somebody can tell me in the comments below. And if you are enjoying this video and you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button even. And if you do enjoy the video, please press the like, the little thumbs up. Comes this guy. Now this version is actually trickier to go around him because he fires differently, so I tend to just go, I tend to fuck up and I tend to get killed. God damn it. So now I don't have a decent weapon at all, I just got shot. Okay, so we'll play the arcade version again, this version, but I'll put the arranged music on and I'll put the speech on. Game type, normal, player, music, voice type A, and arranged, and start. I'm sure you'll agree that music sounds so awesome. It's really good. And you've got speech. When I was a Twitch streamer, before I decided to quit, I played this so many times on stream. The arcade version and this version. I remember playing the arcade version of this on Twitch, and I turned my microphone off and I turned my camera off so I could concentrate on it, which worked to my benefit because I actually beat the game on 1 credit, because in the arcade version, as I said before, you can't continue in the game. So I was well pleased with myself that day, I think. Haha, didn't die that time. Ha! Missed both my legs. Grab another speed up. I think I was going a little bit too slow there. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to get my other wing because, you know, that mid-level boss, you're just going to get killed if you've got all your wings, usually. Now when I game over on this, we will move on to the special version of the game. So for this version of the arcade port, this is going to get an 8 out of 10 as being the best version. In fact, actually a 9 out of 10 I think, because it is pretty much, apart from the music and having the speech, it is pretty much arcade perfect. So a 9 out of 10 I think. There we go. Now I've got it. So I do want to get my other wing back now. Wing. Yeah, let's see, you beat me now. Bad guys. However, I have been known to die on this bit very often. Arcade and console port, so anything can happen in video games. Like I said, I have been known to die. Oh, I missed that. Ah! Oh, that was close. Almost bought the farm. How do you want to buy a farm anyway? I don't understand that. Almost bought the farm. How do you want to buy a farm when playing a video game? Uh oh. Oh no, this is going to be difficult. Am I going to die? Whoa! Woof, that was close. Almost bought the farm. Oh, I'm dead, I'm so dead. No, I'm not dead. Shocking. Oof, that was close. I'd be surprised if I could get this through this bit without dying. I'd be well impressed with myself. Yes! No! That's so ungrateful. Okay, so it's put me forward, as it usually does in the arcade version as well. Oh, come on. Game over? Right, so I'm going to continue before I play the special version. Oh, yeah, try and get a bit further in the game, let you see a bit more of the game. You seem to have seen the same parts of the game all the time. Okay, so now I do have a good chance of getting further in the game now I've got my homing missiles. Wing. Love how he says wing, it's so cool. Wing, like that. Wing. Wing. I think I need another speed actually. Wing. Right, I'm probably going to die at this bit. Oh, I went the wrong way, I should have went left. Now is it going to throw me forward? Nope. Get me back. Oh my god. There we go. Got it. No! Oh, he changed his shooting. Bugger. What I want to try and do is I want to try and... There we go. Got rid of that one. Oh, damn it. Okay, maybe just stick to the left hand side then. Oh no. Okay, so that's me got past that bit at last. Wing. So I just think it's so cool when he says that. This part without your homing missiles is pretty difficult though. Any part of the game without your homing missiles is difficult. I would love to know if there's anybody out there that actually prefers a different weapon for this game. I don't know anybody else that actually likes this game. I love this game. This is my favourite vertical shooter. Ah. Okay, so we're going to end that one there and we're going to go on to the special version of the game, which is completely different from the arcade version. It even starts in space, look. A different ship altogether as well. So I have no idea where anything comes from in this version. Different music, different graphics. It looks awesome. So I wonder, you could kind of call this Slap Fight 2. I've never really played this in depth before. Thinking maybe one day I'll do a Slap Fight complete playthrough of this version. Well, try and do a complete playthrough anyway. I have to get good at it first. Really good music as well. Apologies, my nose is slightly blocked. You'll notice that sometimes when I'm talking. So I don't know if there's any mid-level bosses in this game, if there's any end-level bosses. I know nothing about this version of the game at all. All I know is I've never got very far in it. Oh, the music's changed. I do believe that said eliminate the flagship. Oh. How am I going to eliminate the flagship now? Oh, the music for that bit is awesome. It's like something out of Streets of Rage. Ah! I really want to eliminate this flagship now. Oh! Oh. Dang it. Well, that's Slap Fight. Summary coming up. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed my playthroughs of Slap Fight. I'm sorry I didn't do very well today. I am usually better at some of the versions. But in summary, obviously my favourite version is the arcade version, but my favourite home version is clearly the Sega Mega Drive version. In second place, I'm going to say Alcon 2020 on the Amstrad, which was released just last year. And the worst version I am going to pick is the C64 version, which just isn't pretty to look at, with the Amstrad original version by Probe a close second. I found the Spectrum version nice and fast, good to play, but a bit monochrome. I did enjoy trying out the Thomson MO5 version. I need to find out more about that computer. But to summarise, yeah, that was my reviews of every version of Slap Fight from the arcade to the Mega Drive, and I really hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please hit the like button down below, and if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, and hopefully see you for the next video. Until then, it's goodbye from me, and take care of yourself. Okay, I'm going now.